that's like so much more work to like have to detain or take a child anywhere.
Just leave his ass by the door and walk away.
Hey, nobody say nothing. Just leave him. Just go.
Leave him by the door and then like walk away. Maybe walk away like 100 feet or something like that. And like feel free to watch. Just make sure the kid's safe.
Welcome back to another episode of Careful Boys, where we always discuss the hard issues. Are you ready to get really messy with this one?
Yep.
Okay, well, here you go.
Oh, fuck you!
I mean, so
This is so sad.
I actually don't know this one.
Okay, so good, because if this is a story you've been following day to day, it's one of those ones that the first time you look at it, it just seems like a 5-year-old got arrested and ICE took him. That's what it feels like, right?
Yeah.
But then as the days went by and we got more info on it, it is sort of a nuanced situation, a little bit more complex than just this.
That's a cute ass picture though.
Very like huge heartstrings photo that.
Hell yeah, look how cute that guy is.
Yeah.
I think they took him from school, right?
Well, no, he's
He was in the car with his dad, I think.
yeah, he was outside of his house. And so what happened is ICE showed up to this address and his dad basically just booked it and ran and left the kid.
What the fuck?
So what happened is because the dad ran away, the kid was just like there. So ICE had to take him. They can't just like let him stand there. But the entire time what's happening is the mom is in the house, but she was refusing to take custody of him because she thought it was a trap.
Like if she comes out, they're gonna grab her ass.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
So she inside the house thought it was a setup that like they're using him as bait
So she bails on her
to
son?
get them to like exit the home. Yeah.
Wow.
So leave your son out there? What the fuck?
Yeah, this is all fucked up.
And the dad was also telling them, don't open the door. Like, don't open the door no matter what. So the way that like ICE.
What if the ICE just needed to use the bathroom? They weren't even there for anything. They're like, dude, I ate a burrito and gotta shit myself. Can I borrow your bathroom?
Go to McDonald's. Go down the street.
Yeah, but they basically were. It was kind of like a weird stalemate where they didn't know what to do then. So they didn't like detain him like in the way that you think like detaining a kid. At least not at that point. They took him to like McDonald's or something, and then they brought him to whatever the facility is that they have to like care for the kids or whatever. I don't know if those can.
So he got separated from his mom, bro.
But yeah, they didn't actively separate him.
She didn't come out.
Yeah, because the mom separated herself from the son and the dad. That's crazy.
What if they just left him on the doorstep?
That's what I was thinking.
What would happen then?
They went to the house and then he was right there in the front lawn. It's like you couldn't just leave him there. It's not like his mom's in the house. She just didn't want to open the door.
Kids at at his home.
And they took him from the home.
Can I just leave him be or no?
I think they might have just been outside. And then maybe when ICE approached, the dad just ran and left them. I don't know. But the way that it actually described is like that. But should be noted, the family does have a lawyer. And they did say that the family is not per se like illegal aliens. They're actually from Ecuador. And they did the due process where they showed up at the border in 2024. And they did the app where you sign up for Asylum.
Yeah.
And you apply, and then while your application is pending, you are allowed to live in the U.S.
Oh, cool.
as it's pending.
Yeah.
But still, like I showed up and kind of deemed them illegal nonetheless.
And their name was what showed like they were.
Yeah, they're there to get the dad, basically. Yeah, I don't know if they're there to get the whole family or whatever, but
Dude, imagine you go through the whole process and you hear on the news that ICE is picking up not only just illegal immigrants and criminals, they're picking up American citizens and they're not caring. There's no due process, and that's the other problem too. So I'm like, this is a situation that, once again, that we keep talking about ICE could have been easily avoided, but I don't know. It's just heartbreaking because it's like all these. It's so complicated.
And you think that it was like, they're coming after criminals, whatever. They don't know yet if he committed a crime. So far, there's nothing. He doesn't have a criminal record in Minnesota. He doesn't even have a criminal record back in Ecuador. So they don't know why he was targeted yet, or they're not released.
They got really bad paperwork.
I bet they have bad info. That's what it's every time we hear is bad intel, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm also curious, like, how do they find undocumented people if they're already undocumented? Because then it's almost like a guessing game. Like, which one of these Mexicans? You know, like they just gotta walk up, and then they're. But I mean, from what I heard, how it's supposed to be done is they have a warrant because there is a guy that committed a crime, and they know where he works, and it just so happens that when they go grab him, they go, oh, well, let's see everyone's ID, and then they find out that 8 people there are illegal or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know what the process is.
So it does say that Liam, this kid, was steps away from his home, where his mom was inside, and the DHS said Liam's alleged mother refused to take custody of her own child, despite multiple attempts to get the mother inside the house to take custody of the child. But Liam's mother, who is pregnant and also has a teenage son, was terrified of the agents outside her door.
That's the story right there.
Yeah.
ISIS hasn't earned the reputation where they could be trusted. And that's the problem.
And it could be totally like founded that they would use him as bait. You know, like
Because there's also stories of people like doing it the right way. Like they go to, oh, it's my scheduled like interview, right? So they go in and they go for the scheduled interview. And then they fucking walk out. ICE agents are like,
bang, yeah.
and I'm all like, what the fuck?
Chinese folks are getting picked up like that too.
It's like going in to renew your driver's license. They're like, driving without a license.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it does say here, by the way, that ICE would like to state they've never used a child for bait. So
That's tight. Hey, give it up. Give it up, you guys. The fact that you have to say that.
I know, stupid.
If you're like steps away from the house and then like the lady's like not claiming, wouldn't you still? That's like so much more work to like have to detain or take a child anywhere.
Just leave his ass by the door and walk away.
Hey, nobody say nothing. Just leave him. Just go.
Leave him by the door and then like walk away. Maybe walk away like 100 feet or something like that. And like feel free to watch just to make sure the kid's safe.
Right.
And it's like you didn't catch the dude you came to get.
Go like, hey, little guy, I need to see you go inside.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand out here. You go inside though, and then that's it.
That's decent.
And I'll back up 50 feet. I'll back up 50 feet.
But
If you're actually trying to get the kid back to the family.
then you don't know that that's his mom because no one's providing ID.
Fuck.
Nobody's working in any kind of cooperation with each other.
Hey, does your mom have big titties or no?
Stop.
He's like, yeah, that's my mama.
So if the dad just books it and runs off and tells the wife like, don't open the door no matter what.
What kind of fucking dad leaves his child, his baby ass? That's a little kid.
I mean, that's kind of what they're saying because it says ICE agents were, the neighbors were advising the mom not to open the door, and then ICE is saying the officers did everything they could to reunite him with his family. DHS said the father abandoned his child when agents tried to apprehend him. The agency said the officers then took care of the child, got him McDonald's, played him his favorite music to comfort him. But now they're all, it's fine. They're back together now.
Okay, good.
I don't know if it's fine they're back together, but they're both detained together.
Oh, wait. Say that again?
They got the dad eventually.
Well, they did.
So the boy is detained
The boy is with the dad, but they may be
in the detention center.
in the detention facility, which is like 1,500 miles away from where Minnesota. Yeah.
You know what they need to do? You know how like
fuck,
you know like doctors and nurses, they got like bedside manner training. They need to have it where like if people are legit, like they're going through the actual due process, they shouldn't be shitting bricks when they see ICE. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense if you're actually illegal and you're a criminal, you see ICE, you should shit bricks, but you should be like if you're going through the right process, you should see ICE as the good guy if they are proceeding and they're treating you the right way.
But what does like the app's pending process for asylum mean? Does that mean like there's a possibility that the app is like, no, now that we've reviewed your application for asylum, we choose to reject it? Like, is there that? You can live in the country while your asylum is being pended on, but like then what? Is it like, oh, this is how we're gonna tell you that we reject your asylum? ICE is picking you up.
Yeah,
like,
just straight up.
I don't know.
Because there's because I mean like let's play it out. Let's say they're like, hey, we reject your asylum, but they just send it via the app. What is that family gonna do? Be on the run? For sure, look out for ICE all the time and just try to hide out because they're not trying to go back to where their home country because like, hey guys, our asylum didn't work out.
Well, usually the process takes like multiple years, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For asylum and like going for the paperwork. And so you have to just sit and wait.
Yeah, I can.
I
Yeah.
still think all of these are administrative issues. Like it shouldn't have to be an armed dude coming up to serve.
Yeah, is the dad a criminal? Like what?
Can we do some recon before we go over there?
It makes sense if the dad actually committed a crime, and this is why they're getting rejected for asylum, is because you can't stay here because you fucking did an armed robbery or something violent, right? But if it's like, hey, you didn't show up to your fucking scheduled meeting for your immigration process, you don't need an ICE agent to come in.
Like missing your probation officer meeting kind of deal. Like
No, like yeah, I mean it's like
oh,
it's administrative, right? So it's all paperwork shit. It's like we're going through it right now with Hannah's immigration process. She's getting a green card, all that stuff, right? And it's funny, we stand in line and they think it's me and not her. But like yeah, but the process is all paperwork though. Like, and it should never get to the point unless it's violent or you're
yeah. I think it does.
It makes no sense
when it's criminal activity. But like the lawyer was saying that he doesn't have a criminal record.
Yeah,
Maybe he does, and it's not on the record yet, and it's something he just did. Who knows? But it also could be that there is no record in Ecuador or America that he did anything wrong. They're just blanketing the entire like definition of like, it's pending. All right, we're just gonna get you out for some weird reason, and they just don't trust ICE. So it's not like
There's been a ton of stories like that.
it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, don't worry. It's like, no, they're trying to get you out of the house. Even the dad is telling them like, don't open the door.
That's
The
what I think-
neighbors are yelling, "Don't open up." So
That's,
it's just
that's why I think the whole bedside manner thing is weird because I feel like my dad, so when he was alive, he was such a proud American and he's so proud that he did everything the right way. If ICE showed up at his doorstep, he probably would not be scared at all because whatever they did back then was the right way.
Whatever, yeah.
He'll be like, don't worry, I rat out everybody else in this neighborhood. But he would be so proud to be like, I'm American, motherfucker.
Yeah.
but some of the most biggest supporters of anti-immigrations are the newest immigrants that feel like I went through so much shit doing it right, and then like it's not fair that I had to pay hella money and then like did all the paperwork and spent hours in like the process line and they didn't get paid. But then some people, depending on what country you're from or whatever, you get benefits. So like if you're from a war torn or whatever, they come in and they're like, boom, you're housed right. You get like a card. They pay for all your shit. And then they're like, that's not fair. Like, dude, I came here from Vietnam or something and I didn't get nothing.
Yeah. That happened. That kind of happened to my dad's brother when I was a kid. He came and then he overstayed his visa because he was trying to make some money. He was working at Stater Brothers. And then because he overstayed, ICE was like, yeah, you can never come back. I never saw him again.
Oh.
It's just very plain like that. He was just like, yeah, I fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
Like you see, like that was from my life. I was used to that happening. Like, oh, okay, he's technically illegal. He stayed too long. He was basically on a tourist visa, and he tried to pull a little crafty one by like getting a job, which he wasn't supposed to do. And then so he took the L and was like, yeah, all right, you guys want to see me? Come to the Philippines. So I'm like used to that shit of like, oh, that fucking sucks. If that's your current status, they're gonna get you basically. So you got to have either some kind of contingency or you got to like get married ASAP and process everything quick. So it's hard for me to look at it like when you see someone's been here 20 years and they're like, they came and got me. And it's like 20 years? Like, goddamn, dude, my fucking uncle couldn't even stay an extra 365 days. Like he had to just peace out. But that's where we're at now. We're like, it's kind of weird that it's so broad. It's like people that have been here 20 years are being taken and also people are pending. Like, that's fucking not really fair.